Beauty is subjective. There are so many factors that come into play when it comes to beauty, such as culture, tribes, country, type of living. The beauty standards is constantly changing because there will always be new trends. There will always be a new version of beauty. And there was even a time where being skinny was not pretty and people desired to gain weight. Today's beauty standards is having a slim face, defined jawline, thin nose, big lips, flawless skin, no sense of acne, no sense of aging, no stretch marks, no cellulite, no scars. Asians desire white skin, meanwhile Westerners want dark toned skin. Tall hourglass body and a flat stomach, meanwhile having large breasts, large hips, and a large butt. Before 1940s, only white women were allowed to join the Miss America pageant. While globalization and the media Eurocentric and Caucasian features dominated the world, people of color are pressured to subject themselves to Eurocentric beauty standards. For so long, people of color were told to whiten their skin whether through bleaching or lightening products. It has also become so common and normalized for us to want to change our natural features like our nose, our eyes, so we can appear more Caucasian. This has also led to the rise of African American hair care such as wigs and straightenings, yet ironically the modern beauty standard is now shifting into the natural features of black women. In a world of patriarchy and misogyny, women are identified and valued based on their appearance. Meanwhile, men are praised for their professional success and strength. The beauty industry and media bombard young girls and women with the Western ideal of beauty. On a global scale, women are highly objectified and sexualized even from such a young age. A women's magazine has a 10 times more dating and weight loss content than a man's magazine. Women are seen as if they don't take care of themselves or they have given up on life if they don't try to follow this beauty standard. This exclusivity representing a minority sells by shaming. You are too fat, you are too this, you are too that. The unhealthy extreme thinness is glorified in face, but then suddenly what they praise and pressure women to be is suddenly too skinny, too extreme. Several celebrities have opened up about their eating disorder. Victoria's Secret is an American brand known for their lingerie and clothing. They also have a runway show shown every year. They don't cater to plus size. They were also known for providing model measurements that would be up on the websites for girls and women to see. Former models have come forward about the unrealistic pressure they were under. They were expected to stay a size 2 throughout their whole Victoria's Secret career. The desire for an hourglass body goes a long way back into history. Women and young girls have been trained to use cassettes and weight strainers for centuries. Although the beauty standard is always changing, the desire for an hourglass body is making a comeback. In the 1950s, US solidified the ideal beauty, which was a Marilyn Monroe and the one and only Barbie. The supermodel was iconic for her beauty and her glamorous lifestyle. She had an hourglass body, blonde hair, and blue eyes. Barbie became one of the most popular toys amongst young girls around the world. She had a significant impact as a role model to millions of young girls, but her unrealistic, disproportionate body sparked debate about the impact it could have on young girls. There was a study of young girls where half of the girls were given thin Barbie dolls and the other half was given the curvy doll Tracy. The girls who played with the thinner dolls were unsatisfied with their bodies afterwards. Meanwhile, the girls who played with the Tracy doll were much happier with themselves and their body. Over the last decade and a half, no family has dominated the conversation around beauty ideals quite like the Kardashian and Jenner family. From their exaggerated curves to their noticeable plump lips, the women's face and bodies and the debate that swirls around them have become some of the sisters' biggest assets, happy to keep them on the spotlight and offering an image around which they've built profitable product brands. For years, the fascination surrounding the Kardashians and Jenner's appearances has been fueled by the sisters' coyness. While some have admitted to using Botox or fillers, they've largely avoided discussing whether they have surgically modified their bodies. The Kardashians were shocked by Kylie Jenner's frank admission that she had a breast augmentation when she was 19 years old. The sisters have long been criticized for perpetuating unrealistic standards through choices like using Photoshop and filters to alter their images on social media, promoting diet products, and speaking proudly about crash dieting. At the same time, one of the most insidious aspects of their influence on women's body image is the way in which they've suggested that their looks have been achieved through hard work and genetics alone rather than cosmetic surgery. Speculation over dramatic changes to their faces and bodies over the years, from butt implants to boob jobs to more recent weight loss, has consistently fueled media coverage. For some women, the desire to emulate the family's aesthetic has led to more drastic, permanent changes. In the years since the family's rise to fame, cosmetic surgery has become more common than ever, and there's an obvious parallel between the Kardashian sisters, who talk about features, and the procedures that have gained in popularity. In 2016, after Kylie said she got a lip filler, the American Society for Plastic Surgeons reported a sharp increase in lip procedure. A 2018 study by the same organization found that butt-enhancing procedures have increased by 256% since 2000. Despite the very serious risk of surgery, the Brazilian butt lift, or BBL, has the highest mortality rate of any cosmetic procedure. As I conclude, it's evident that younger and younger children are exposed to this distorted idea of beauty, which can have a significant impact on self-esteem and trigger a body dysmorphia disorder. There's so much evidence showing the rise of mental distress, depression, and suicide amongst younger people linking to social media. There has also been a significant rise in eating disorders over the past few years. Younger and younger people are becoming obsessed with weight loss and dieting, and ultimately, it is also because of these unattainable beauty standards. We need to start conversations and have models and even schools, parents, to teach younger people about mental health, about body image, eating disorders, and the impact of social media. We need to learn to embrace our natural selves. The beauty standard is always changing and is aimed to make you insecure so they can sell more. Profit-greedy industries work with the media outlets to offer us a distorted perception of ourselves and then use that distorted self-image to sell us remedies for the distortion. It's hard to embrace our natural selves when for so long the representation in the media has been primarily Caucasians and Eurocentric features. The media's presentation is only an insignificant population. It's telling us we need to look a specific way. We are so beautiful in our own ways. There is so much beauty from all sizes and all ages and cultures that we need to celebrate. You don't need a specific height. You don't need to have a specific skin tone. We are all allowed to have flaws and stretch marks and pores and acne and hair. There are so many beautiful different shapes of noses. Our body weight fluctuates and it is completely fine to do so. We are all aging. You are not any less beautiful for having wrinkles or growing older. Don't ever compare your living, breathing, beautifully imperfect real-life human self to someone else's controlled online content. We need to stop comparing ourselves to others, especially when we are all genetically different and there are many different types of bodies and shapes. Some people have faster metabolism and can eat so much without gaining weight. Some people work really hard but struggle to lose weight.